Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently attacking the galactic Uzantotocracy, and we're objectively winning that war. That is not a question in the slightest. We can end this war anytime we want. We're only 267 reasons away from achieving our war goals, though. We need to land on Groknor and Tuagawa, and we're working on both of those. And then there's demanding a couple of unoccupied systems. I'm not sure where exactly it is that we're demanding unoccupied systems, but we can definitely look for that. I'm not exactly sure where that'll be, but the Skenurians are thinking about declaring war on us. That's very ambitious of them, to be honest. They're equivalent to us, but they're inferior economically, which means that we should easily be able to win a long war, even if it's even in a short war. So that should be reasonably fine. And if they attack us, then they don't have the Corellian Foundation or the Azantian Assembly. So it would be just them and the Great Zadran Mandate. Well, maybe, depending on how the contract is with the Great Zadran Mandate. But the Great Zadran Mandate is kind of irrelevant. They exist here, 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 and I think that's it. I don't... Oh, they have a little bit up here. So none of that is all that relevant, right? If the Skenurians attack us, I don't think it matters. I guess the Great Zadran Mandate has a little bit of territory awkwardly up here. We do need to go through some jobs here, and alloys are absolutely what we're targeting right now. I say as this tech world requires a gene clinic. Well, it doesn't require it, but it's fine. This forge world needs a job, and that obviously means an industrial district for alloy reasons. This generator world requires a job, and at this point, making this have an industrial district is completely fine. It's maxed out on its energy generation, so I think that's okay. What else do we have going on jobs-wise here? Probably not a ton is the answer. And that appears to be correct, although this world needs some work. It needs housing and a job. It's an Uthabulan? Okay. We'll just put in a city district. That should create an Uthabulan job as well. No problem whatsoever there. What else do we need? Okay. Looks good. We know we've got a bunch of ships being produced because we just bought in a bunch of resources. We're going to need orders for the 20th and the 7th. They were supposed to both go over to Pala Orlin, so they can make their way on over there. We've got a bunch of fleets heading over this direction right now. And I want to check in. Let's see. The Bengal is down here. It should go back onto automatic construction. And we've got our single army currently heading into Groknor. That's right. That's going to take some losses, for sure. And then we're going to land on Tuagawa. This is just buying time for our bombardment of Tuagawa to continue. Cool. So this seems fine. If the Skenurians declare on us, I'm honestly not all that scared of it.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
I think it'll be fine. I'm just looking at the fleet powers that they have over here. It's not a lot. It's not a lot at all.
Is joined.
Oh, they have a Dyson sphere here. We would love to get this Dyson sphere. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the Dyson sphere, I don't think. Probably not. I suppose we could claim it. I'm not sure if we would get it, since they're a vassal. We could claim it, though, and getting that Dyson sphere would be very valuable. So let's go ahead and claim a Luna. There we go. Cool. We'll close that, and as soon as it gets caught up, there we go. We will issue some orders for the 9th and the 6th. They are going to head into Phuket here.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
So these guys have landed here, and they're starting to chunk through those reserves. It's going to take some time. No shockers there. We've got a month tick ongoing, and the 4th and the 8th require orders. We'll get to them as soon as that's done. There we go. So the 4th and the 8th are up here, and what do we want them to do? Head into Termana is the answer. I'd like to catch this force. We'll see if we do. We'll see if we do.
Battle is joined.
But overall, this is looking good. We have 377 reasons right now. Right, because we haven't landed on a Luna. Adding in that claim did mean that we need to land here as well. So what is the actual power level here? 127? That's not much at all. Okay, I'm not too concerned about that. Cool.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
So we're finishing off these transport ships, and I want to head up to Sau at this point.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
There we go. The question is, where are they assaulting our spaceport? We should probably hit this reinforced fleet button here. 175,000, okay.
The enemy is targeting one of
So
our
they're down
stations.
over this way. I don't think that's all that relevant, to be honest. Okay, so we have about a year before the Scanurian War. That should give us a decent amount of time. We're not through their reserves yet here on Groknaria. I do want to check in on the status of our bombardment at Taogawa. Okay, we're at 45% there. Cool.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. That's going to happen. So we've got some forces up over here at Termana that need orders. Their orders are going to be to head over to, like, here. That's going via jump drive. If we're going to jump drive, I would kind of like to hit Imorza. So we'll go that way. And then we'll take the 5th and the 6th fleet. Their job will be to chase down this fleet. Okay. And then the 7th and the 20th, their jobs here are pretty much, at this point, to head down over this way and start cleaning up some of this territory. There's a lot over here that we can grab. And this path is not ideal. So we'd want to take a path that's actually probably not this one, but it's, I think, okay. We take a path something like this. And of course, the 20th didn't get that order. Okay, month tick is ongoing. Okay, the Azantean Armada Enclave, yeah, that's fine. We're going to come down over here and follow the same path. There we go. Cool.
The cowards have destroyed one of our spaceports.
So, I'd like to have these guys come land at Frektet. And I feel like we can win that. There's only 127 there. So let's see if we can do that with this small army from Seoul.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Should be fine.
The fleet has made the ultimate sacrifice.
That's probably a reinforcement fleet that made the ultimate sacrifice there, to be honest. These guys are going to want to head into Ponal. They're going to jump drive there, and that's probably okay. Yeah, the reinforcement fleet here is likely where that happened. Yeah, we've got all of these reinforcements coming in. It should be okay.
Battle is joined.
Cool. So this is all under control, right? No problem whatsoever.
Construction complete. Beginning
Beautiful.
attack run on enemy station.
We've got a month tick ongoing, and once we have that done, we should reinforce our fleets. No doubt about that one. So let's go ahead and do so. 120, that's not a real number. We've got fleets in FTL right now, I'm willing to bet. The 6th fleet is going to require orders, and its orders are to head to Euralian and get that dealt with. They're actually moving in and attacking us here, which is wild. This is a terrible idea for them. They absolutely should not be doing this. I don't know why they're thinking this is a good idea. It is not. So how are we doing on Groknaria?
The cowards have destroyed one of our spaceports.
We are officially through their reserves as of now.
Our spaceport.
Beautiful. We have a number of their armies already pretty heavily wounded, so their morale is getting lower. We've definitely taken losses here, and we knew that that would happen. We're landing here, and that is victorious. Beautiful. So 267 is what we're back to. That is exactly what we expect. And we know that they have forces out over here. We don't really care about that at this moment. Although the 4th and the 8th have finished up over this way, and I wouldn't mind them going in and taking over Shorax, which we'll go ahead and do.
Our spaceport.
The Skenurians are going to be 2606, 07, 05. Okay, so we still have some time, in theory, before that war declaration. And these guys did not get the order to go to Shorax. They definitely should.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
So at this point, I want this force to go and enter orbit at Tuagawa. There's still 4,600 here, but we have hit 65% devastation. Once we hit 75% devastation, they're going to start taking extra damage. Cool. Month tick is ongoing. There we go. And we are going to continue to repair our fleets. Excellent. Food from jobs sounds decent. No real problems there. And at this point, nearly the entire Sarbaretan Imperium is occupied. So we're going to take the 6th and the 9th over to Molsir, while the 3rd and the 7th are going to come respawn over here in Vernier. Kind of an awkward route, but I guess it's fine. How are we doing on Groknor? Nearly done is the answer.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Beautiful. So we've nearly got their assault armies gone.
The enemy is targeting
Excellent.
One of our stations.
We're focusing this one next. That is the correct army to focus here. And from here, it doesn't matter what we focus. These don't have morale. So it's okay. No problem what we're hitting, although we'd really rather hit the front line than the back line, but it's, I guess, okay. Cool. So this is virtually over, right?
They are assaulting our
now we're hitting the front line. I like it. And they've only got the 1 unit left.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
And there we go.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
All of these guys are going to head over to Tuagawa now, which is out over here. And they're all going to enter orbit. We're not going to land on this just yet.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
However, this is at 76, so now they are taking double damage from bombardment, and that's good. The 5th Fleet and the 6th Fleet require orders. Their orders are to head into Weimel. Yes. Head into Weimel. You'll jump drive, but that's okay. Our 4th and 8th Fleets are in Shorax right now, and I want them to push down to, like, Paith.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Should be okay. They'll head down over there. The 6th Fleet and the 9th Fleet have taken Molsir. So the United Sarbaretan Imperium is eliminated at this point from this war. There's nothing more that they can do. So we want to head over... Well, we can head to, like, Enkap for right now. That'll be fine. The 5th Fleet is supposed to be going with the 6th Fleet. Go on over there. Fantastic.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
And these guys are going to be reinforcing for a little bit on their way over. They're going to be strengthening up. A helpful blemish indeed. Cool. So we're going to need to bombard this down for a while yet, right?
They are assaulting
115 reasons to not accept this. And of those, 10 reasons are demanding unoccupied systems, and 100 reasons are demanding unoccupied planets. So that's just Tuagawa there. What is the unoccupied system that we are not we're not occupying, that we have claimed? I'm not sure. And I just right-clicked on a world that had finished terraforming that I should have colonized. So we're going to hop into the expansion planner here. And that should be this world. We'll colonize that with Bizarro Ottomans. There we go. We'll continue to reinforce our fleets. This is not a real number. I can tell you that right now.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Okay. So all of these guys are on their way in. It'll take a little bit for them to get to Tuagawa. And we're definitely working our way through this bombardment. I would like to bring additional fleets over to help speed up this bombardment. It's now 2606, which means that we are really close to the Scanurians declaring war on us, right? So the 6th Fleet and the 5th Fleet are going to head into Haramuth. And once they're there, they're going to use this gateway to make their way back to probably Tuagawa.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
All of these armies, I want to merge them all together. All of these in Tuagawa, if I can get them selected. There we go. Cool.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
So we'll get that done. And that puts us at about 4K, 4.3K. We definitely need to continue bombarding here. So the 4th and the 8th are in pace right now. We need to head into Celia. And we'll go ahead and do so.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Excellent. What else might require orders? Nothing for the moment. We'll continue to pump ships out. Yeah, 200,000 is more like what I expected to see. We know that the Scanurians are likely to declare war on us. We also know that the Scanurians are not likely to win that war.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
They are very not likely to win that war. We really do want Tuagawa. Tuagawa is almost all of the remaining reasons to not accept. So for now, that is okay. We're just going to continue bombarding that. The 5th Fleet has finished up here. We're going to send the 5th and the 6th over to Tuagawa to help bombard. Cool.
Battle is joined.
So we are working on taking out the Emor's Republican sons at this point. There's not much that they have here. Well, the science nexus would be nice to have.
Our spaceport.
But yeah, we're going to pretty easily eliminate this force. And we'll see what ends up happening to their vassals. I don't know if they'll get freedom, if they'll be transferred over to us, or what'll happen there. That'll be very interesting to find out. The 8th and the 4th are going to go into Linsar, which will be fine.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
And we see that there's an Uvzant fleet in Holabre right now. Noted.
Cowards have destroyed one of our spaceports.
So the Scanurians will declare war very soon. Very, very soon. We're making our way through here right now, and that seems fine. Our transport fleet in Tuagawa needs to land soon. This is still at 4,000. I'm actually going to jump drive these guys in if I can. Ah, that's why it's taking us so long to get there. We're already on jump drive cooldown. That's fine. We have 8.4K here.
The enemy is
we're going to reinforce our fleets.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Excellent.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
And this is all looking good. These guys are eliminated, and these guys are eliminated, leaving just the Uvzant, who never really had much to begin with.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
So that's completely fine. We will eliminate their spaceport here very, very quickly. Still 115 reasons to not accept this. We know that Tuagawa is 100 of those. So our additional bombardment fleets are arriving. And eventually, we'll get this to a position where we can attack.
They are assaulting our
My question is, the Scanurians still think that they can attack us. Why? Why indeed do they think that they can attack us here? They really, really can't. We're going to jump drive over here and fight the Uvzant fleet here.
The conquest of a new world has begun.
And the 4th and the 8th have finished up over this direction. Where do we want them to go? Well, we want them to come out over this direction and get some more occupation going. That would be nice.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations. They are assaulting our spaceport.
We're down to 3,700 at Tuagawa. And these fleets here are going to head into, at this point, into Dargan. Or actually, let's head here first and then into Dargan. Cool. That'll do. We should easily win this battle. And that does indeed appear to be the case.
They are assaulting our spaceport. The cowards have destroyed one
The question is, who all are we going to pull back when the Scanurians declare? Which they will do basically any time now. That's a good question.
They are assaulting our spaceport. The cowards have destroyed one of our spaceports.
We kind of want the Scanurians to declare, to be clear. That will be actually useful for us. So we win this fight, and these guys are going to head into Brynnis. Beautiful.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
These fleets over at Tuagawa are
on enemy
still very important, of course. Down to 114 now. Okay. Occupation needs to continue to come up. 4.5k and 3.6k. So the Scanurians are going to declare any moment now, right? Literally any moment. This month tick is occurring, and I want to pause here. There we go. The month tick is occurring. We're going to reinforce our fleets. I'm going to go through and sell off again, bringing all of these down to minimum pricings, not alloys. Okay. Not living metal, we can't quite bring that down to minimum price, but otherwise that'll be reasonably fine. And we're going to buy in a few alloys with that. It's not a lot, but we'll get a few. And we'll use those to continue to reinforce.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
So this is supposed to happen, according to our intelligence, in 2 days. What avenues of attack do the Scanurians have? I mean, not a lot, to be honest. So I feel like we're really not too concerned about that. We have lost some ships.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
But we can end this war anytime we want, and the Uvzant will be on our side.
One of our stations, beginning attack run on enemy station.
Or at least a significant portion of them would be. So they actually haven't declared yet. They've missed their deadline. We'll see what they're thinking about that. It should be soon, though. There it is. Okay, so they've called in a total war here. I'm going to pull these two fleets. And we can think about these areas here. We can think about this avenue and this avenue. Unless we were to use jump drives, it wouldn't be anywhere else. Do they have any L gates? No. Okay. Let's head out over here. We'll start sending fleets over that way. We do need to land on Tuagawa. Absolutely. But that is a very powerful place to land on. So the Scanurians declared on us, and that's okay. They used a total war CB, so we can annex all of them. We would have been able to anyway. The Great Sadron Mandate is actually not in this. It is just Armenia versus the Scanurian Commonwealth. I don't know why they think this is a good idea, but we know that all of their fleets are up here, right? They have been like this whole time. So we're just not going to care about their fleets for the moment. We're going to wrap up our existing war. This fleet needs to be merged in with, like, I don't know. Where do these guys go? A pair of destroyers? Sure, the 5th fleet sounds good. So go on up there.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Okay. At this point, I'd like to move in these extra 400 over to Fridga. We'll go enter orbit there. Cool.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
So the 3rd needs orders here. The 3rd and the 7th are down here in Brynnis. I'm going to have them come attack the Scanurians, I think... Do we try to do anything over on this side? I don't think we do. I think we go on the offense. Over in, like, Zudra. The 6th and the 9th are going to continue to push through the Galactic Uvzant autocracy. So we're going to head up to Siplim. And that looks good. I'm reasonably content with that. We've got a month tick ongoing here, and we're going to use this to reinforce our fleets. Remember, we can end the Uvzant war literally anytime we want. Literally anytime. We don't want to. Not at this moment. But we'll get there.
They are assaulting
One thing
our
we could do
spaceport.
is we could use our Colossus to bathe Tuagawa. And then these guys would invade, like, up here instead. Honestly, in order to get out of this faster, that might be the better call. I was not going to do that. I had deliberately chosen not to. Reason being, I want the pops. There's only 35 of them.
They are assaulting
And that does free up our fleet here. To come down, like, over here and attack Takaram. Are these guys still just sitting in Maz? No, they are attacking. Okay, that's good to know. So they're going to come attack down over this way. I think that's okay. I'm not too concerned about it for now. We'll deal with that once we are done over here. So we're going to have these guys jump through this gate, and then I'm going to jump drive them over, actually.
They are assaulting.
So once they're through the gate here, come on, when are you going to get to Altair? 30 days? Okay, that's going to take a while. Noted. We've got a month tick ongoing.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Man, that takes a long time to move. Okay. I mean, that's a Colossus for you. Wait, it just went through the gateway there. So that seems fine. We can now jump drive it over to Tuagawa, and then from there, bathe.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Do it.
The cowards have destroyed one of our spaceports.
Okay. So what I want right now is to eliminate one of these wars, right? That is the current goal. We have 114 reasons to not accept this right now. 100 of those are Tuagawa. Scanurians are here. We don't really care too much about that. They're heavily attacking here. This is not shocking, although they're going to neutron bombard our planet here. Is there anything we can do about that right now? Yes. Yes, there is. We can take all of these that are not currently attacking and move them into Targon. Some of them will take a while to get there. We may not be able to save this planet. We'll see. But we need to deal with the Scanurian primary force, which is right here. So that'll be fine, and these guys will not take too long to get there, I don't think. We're mostly on the way. So we're going to finish this jump drive here into Tuagawa. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to wrap up our war against the Uvzant, and then take over the Scanurians, and it should be fine. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.